My name is Anon Moose. I'm 7, I think. My mom says I am, at least. And today, I'm starting 2nd grade at my new elementary school. We have to move across town for some reason. I think Dad said something about moaning. Mom just dropped me off in front of my new school. It's looking better and less scary than the last one I was in. The only difference is that I'm now in a school with mostly dinos. Multicolored kids younger than me, some my age and older, are walking in with their own groups. I feel alone, considering I'm the only human in the crowd. And the sign reads Caldera Elementary. Hell yeah. My backpack ready, lunchbox in hand, I can do this. I'm a big boy. Mom and Dad said so. I walk towards the entrance, ready to start my first day at my new school. I hope I can make some friends this time. I love that he has a sort of Inko background. And yes, we're sticking with Big Boy Anon voice. His voice dropped when he was 3, okay? The man had it at a young age. Anon, no. Interestingly enough, remember when I said that the intro didn't mention any racism? We're just 0 to hero. Goddamn. Oh. Fuck it. If we're gonna go with sad, we need to pull out the downbeat songs. Actually, I've been waiting to play Night Walk for a bit, so let's go with that. It's not Night Walk? No, I'm thinking of Tudun, Dun, Tudun, Dun, Dun, Tudun, Dun. Is it Edge, maybe? Which one is it? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, I forgot. There we go. I found it. I freaking hate it here! Why are all the other kids picking on me? They keep calling me fleshbag and skinny. That says people shouldn't call us that. We're in a post-racism world, Dad. Didn't you get the footnote? The fuck are you talking about, son? Also, I'm gonna... Okay, listen, I said I wouldn't. I'm gonna put my... This is not about your story, Swan Father. You're doing great so far. We're like two paragraphs in technically, and I'm fine. I want to point out that for a game that likes to go like, oh, we're post-racism, isn't it kind of weird that there's a lot of racial tension between Trish and Anon? I just want to point out that for a setting that really likes to avoid that question, it sure keeps bringing it the fuck up. At least it's recess time. I can enjoy my nice day. Alone. Anonymous. Oh, is that why he called me that? Sniff. I want to go. He's just 7 years old, man. I sigh as I sit on a bench, looking towards the playground. I was not looking forward to... Oh, God. I wish I could go there and run around, but the other kids would probably pick on me, too. What's that whooshing sound? Hold up. Oh, I can't just... Actually, I could just jump into a... One moment. Hold up. There we go. Jumped into a Discord called Bonk. Ow, my head! What just hit me? I look down in my lap and it's a soccer ball! This is America! We do football! Who the heck threw that at? Why did someone throw it? They kick it. I look up and see a small brown terror with an orange striped crest and leathery wings. He looks a year younger than me. Sorry about that. Can I have my ball back, please? Sure. I take the ball and drop it at his feet. Here you go! Thank you. He's hesitant about kicking the ball away as he looks at me, tilting his head. Are you a cancer patient? What? I chuckle at how weird that sounded. Well, why would I have cancer? Why would you think I have cancer? He points to the top of his own head. You have no hair. I like that. That's such a fucking kid thing to do. To just be like, but your hair. I feel the top of my smooth bald head and realize why he's saying it. I burst out into laughter. What's so funny? Dude? He's 7. I'm not bald. I'm not a cancer patient. Oh, sorry. He says bashfully. Oh, God, is this the Nasser fic I've been waiting for? Nasan or Anner? Ugh. Answer? Ansem the Wise! I hop off the bench. It's okay, I'm Anon. What's your name? Nasser. Nasser Aaron. Isn't it kind of weird that our names are close like that? That's really weird. He extends a hand out towards me. It's trembling. A handshake, huh? Must have had a dad in the army too. Or he's just being polite. Oh, your dad's in the army. Look at how much fucking heavy lifting that 2 does, man. That 2 is just effortlessly squat lifting 1,000 pounds to inform us that Anon knows this is an army dad thing, and his dad's in the army. Or he knows a lot of dads in the army, which already also implies something. But it's implied that it's his dad. Come on! It's such a heavy lifter. That's subtlety, baby. A lot with a little. Or he's just being polite. Maybe he's just a polite boy. But this says something about Anon as much as it does about Nasser, which is the magic. This sentence does both. Because Anon noting that it's special means that Anon's talked to a lot of people that don't shake hands. I shake his hands and smile. Nice to meet you. I'm new to school. His eyes go wide. Oh, you must be the new Skinny all the other kids are talking about. Oh boy. Nasser? Hold up. This is where we pull up the Inko sprite where he like has his finger up. That's right. I just fucking love that stupid sprite. Nasser, please don't call me Skitty. Why? What's wrong? Isn't that what you are? He tilts his head. Oh goodness, he doesn't understand the racism against humans. No, Nasser, I'm a human. Skinny is a bad word to use for people like us. I like how Anon... The fact that Anon understands racism like that, instead of just being like he's getting bullied, is a sad thing to imply. Because he's just 7, man. Has his dad given him the talk yet? Are there books for humans, like green books? Listen, I need to... So what I'm talking about, right? Now, I'm not going to say the full title because some people are going to throw a fit if you say it. But basically, it's the Traveler's Green Book. And it was made in the 1940s. And, ish, I think. I don't know, man. But it's basically like a little booklet that's like, hey, some of these towns will arrest you for being black. And all that stuff. And, yeah. The fact that book existed at all should tell you everything you need to know. And, honestly... Want to know if Anon had that talk yet? About you can't trust the cops, Anon. You can't tell the cops everything. Actually, wouldn't that dramatically complicate his relationship with Ripley? That's interesting. I mean, whole different branch of racism to go with. You can go with people who are just assholes. Going with the idea of, oh, also humans are the underclass. Dramatically. Like, if they just hate each other, if there's just a bit of animosity on the surface level because they're different, fair. But if you're going Green Book directions with, like, systemic oppression, whole other question. Dramatically alters Ripley's relationship to any of this. I don't think you should go there unless you are 100% ready to be there. That is a... Woo! Wow, spicy! Mount Doom is, cooler than that. He covers his peak. Oh, I'm sorry! You're okay. You didn't know. And now you're an enlightened centrist. What? He looks back towards the soccer field, and then back to me. You want to play? Huh? Is he? Are you? You want to kick the soccer ball with me? I'm not good at playing soccer, but I like kicking the ball. Sometimes I hit people like you. I smile widely. Ah! He gives a light chuckle. Okay, follow me. And I'm playing with my sister and my other friend, Chet. Is Chet already a beefcake back then? Chet's already 6 feet. Muscled out. He had his puberty in age 4, and on that his voice is age 3. Everyone's just kind of walking ahead on things around here. He picks up the ball and runs towards the field. I follow in pursuit happily laughing with him. I really like how baby Anon's thoughts are relatively short. They are extraordinarily to the point. They're not very complex. They're very much like, this is happening and this is happening. I hope that's intentional. Because if that's just how you write, Swanfather, it's been a while. I'm gonna waggle my finger at you. I'm gonna have to shake my head. Be the disappointed dad. Okay. That was the first time I had met Nasser Aaron. Yes, generally speaking, you meet people once, and then you just meet up with them. But I guess that's the thing. A bit of an airhead and accidentally racist, but a good guy, and the best friend I could have asked for. I mean, I knew him for like a year, and then we were apart for 8 years, so honestly, who the fuck knows? Or no, they're probably together for 3 years, because he's 7 and he left for 8 years at 10. So yeah, they knew each other for 3 years. That's a while for kids, right? That's like a majority of how long he remembers anything. But a good guy? Okay. In the field, we made our way to the megalodon with black hair and sunglasses, and a female's hair with an almost monochrome color of scales, silvery hair and feathery wings. Oh shit, we need to go back to the other song. Hey guys, I'm back! Yes, bro! Sorry for kicking about that fire! The shark looks over from Nasser to me and he raises his brow. Who is this? I step out from behind Nasser. Hi, I'm Anon. I'm new here. Jet's eyes go wide and he goes, whoa, is he over? Never seen one else before. Yeah, he seems pretty nice. I invited him to play with us. He looks over to the female Patero. Can he play with us? Can he play with us, sis? The girl looks me up and down, hands on a blue jean overall. Oh, goddamn, she's fucking styling. Her wings twitch slightly. She locks eyes with mine. I just noticed. Her eyes are a bright orange, like a piece of amber I saw in the museum with my parents. What a great way for a 7-year-old to describe something. Man, it's very orange. But instead of giving you a sexy description, it's like, I once saw a rock that looked like that. It's great. Brilliantly orange, reflective like water. They catch the sunlight perfectly. I feel like that's a semicolon situation, actually, because this is more like an independent thing, and then this is like a follow-up statement, which could have had an and or a linking word, but doesn't, so semicolon. Such pretty eyes. I want to eat them. They remind me of Halloween candy. Her eyes narrow as she hushes. Sure, he can play. But his eyes looks like someone puked. What? My eyes are not the color of puke. My mom says my eyes are green like emerald. No, that's puke. Well, your eyes look like peeled orange. I scoff. She chuckles. Man, I just noticed this guy does descriptive text before quotations. Holy shit, Swanfather. Do you know how to write? Do you actually know how English works? Holy shit. Damn. We've entered a bright new age. Oh my god. Sure, he does the new line thing. But I'm going to imagine that's just copy-paste issues. Because you can't be this good at it without... That's gotta be an accident. She chuckles. Is it supposed to be an insult? I thought you said my eyes were pretty. She heard that? Again, we're doing this? We're doing Anon mutters really loudly? Yep. Mumbling things. Thanks, Dad. It'd be cute if the only time he ever mumbles is when he's like, oh, you're so pretty. Like a loser. Like he's fucking Johnny Bravo. Well, fine. Your eyes are pretty. They look like that amber stuff they have at the museum. So there. I pout and cross my arms. She's frozen, a look of surprise on her face, a beak closed shut, and then... Air escapes from a snoot. Honk! Oh my goodness. My eyes are like an old rock. That's funny. You're such a dweeb, Baldy. She looks over towards Nasser and wipes a tear from her eye. I like him. He can play. He's funny. That was the day I met... It's the same day, really. It was the same day that I met Lucy Aaron. She and I became friends instantaneously. Chet was more of a school friend than anything. It wasn't a lot to talk about. We discovered very early on the man does not have a lot of thoughts outside of baseball and football. Nasser and Lucia were the best friends I could have ever wanted. They actually knew more words than football and hello. That weekend, I went to visit them at their house and met their parents and pretty much went from there. Admittedly, it was kind of weird how their dad kept looking at me and asking me if I knew something about, I don't know, what was it called? Methamphetamines or something? He always asked me about that. He'd always, like, poke me and say, hey, do you have any heroin? Just gotta tell me, I'm a cop. I just didn't get it. And then whenever I left the house, he would immediately start hosing everything down with perfume. And he kept complaining about how I'm leaving a stinky, skinny smell all over the place. I don't know, I shower, right? Just like him looking in through the window like, man, he's doing it again. What's up with that? Little babu. Little idiot babu. That weekend, I went to visit them at their house. Met their parents. Everything went pretty much from there. It became a weekly thing. Go to school, hang out with them at school, and enjoy weekends at their place. Or mine with them. Oh, I see. It was wonderful, and my parents and their parents became good friends too. It was perfect. I think my dad, after resigning from the army, became something called an undercover informant. I don't know what he did, but he always hung out with a lot of humans. A lot of them kept getting arrested for some reason. It's very strange. I don't know why, but a lot of people around the bars kept calling him a race traitor. I just don't get it. Listen, I'm just 10 years old. How am I supposed to make sense of any of this? I do love that we got, like, really future Anon here discussing all this stuff. That's cute. I like that we're kind of playing with the perspective. We're not just using Anon as a camera. We're giving Anon some agency to talk about things in the order he wants. Summers out at the bluffs, camping out together, playing pretend pirates in search of buried treasure. Lucy, of course, was the pirate princess who had to obey. Pretty sure pirates don't have princesses, but what do I know? I'm not Lucy. She knows pirates better than I do, I imagine. And the times we spent playing games and having sleepovers together at their place. Not a wonderful childhood. Down at... You know, white people really are just like us. Scales or skin, it didn't matter. All the same. This is such a, like, kid thing to say where it's like, no, you can't just say that. Jesus. Like, the thought is appreciable, but it implies that the default assumption is otherwise. It implies that this is the exception, which is bad. Just souls in a strange world looking for a place to belong. And my friendship with them grew, so did my other feelings. It turns out that while I may have been 10 years old, because of all the testosterone they've been pumping into those cows, I started slowly but surely developing puberty at a very young age. Honestly, it's fucking weird. And then, like, Ripley's like, and that had nothing to do with the cows. I thought you looked like a limp biscuit, so I kept pumping your stick of testosterone. Oh, my doctor said it was so much I was actually getting poisoned. That probably explains why my hair never grew back. Lucy. Oh, sweet Lucy. I don't know when it started, but the more time I spent with her when NASA... But the more time I spent with her alone when NASA was... I don't know when it started, but the more... I don't know, man. I think it's the more time I spent with her. She made my heart beat faster than before. She made my skin crawl... Not fill, crawl with goosebumps, because goosebumps are not underneath, they're on the surface. Therefore, why would it be filled with? Like the fucking paint drop tool? Paint bucket tool? I didn't understand it at first until I told my mom. And man, that was a long conversation to have. It mostly came down to the fact that she was like, listen, boy, don't do anything funny. Don't fuck crazy. And for fuck's sake, don't pay alimony. No idea why she mentioned that so many times, but I know that I'll never pay alimony. Goddamn. Man, this has got to be adorable for the mom, right? Aw, my son's in love with this... with a pirate princess. I was in love with a tarot named Lucy, whose brilliant amber eyes captivated my soul and took up my brain space, living rent-free, and it's eviction day. At first, when we met, she was abrasive and made a lot of jokes, yet as I got to know, she opened up to me as I did to her. She liked a lot of stuff. Girly things, silly cartoons, music, playing her guitar. We only wanted to be a musician or a music teacher when she grew up. Oh, really? We're just gonna go for fucking... Not 100% on that. I'm not the kind of person who believes that a kid that's fucking 10 years old should know their future like that. Or have a good vibe on it. You know, but I know what you're going for. I feel like if you just go with musician... I wish I had known that what I wanted to do when I grew up, but that was part of it that I might. I feel like Anon, considering that he's like part of this friend group, should not be the Anon we know and love. I feel like, although 8 years, and most of it in his teenage years, I guess you could just become that kind of loser in that time. Don't underestimate the power of falling down a rabbit hole in a slippery slope. A confidence, a determination, a silliness, a compassion. It's almost like she was a rounded person who completed the character arc. It was kind of intimidating, really. She already had a social link at max, and I could never get past 2. Her beauty. Eyes like fire made of precious stone. It's a very orange fire. What's burning up in there? I was completely and utterly love-struck. Still am. It's all I could ever think about. Made it really hard to do my tests, you know. Every time I tried to fill in an answer, I'd fill in Lucy Aaron. And someone was like, draw the diagram that describes this chemical formula. I'd draw her face. It was really, really difficult to work with. YouTuber. Came back, limited or no ads on the videos that I put on 18 plus. Because, you know, I talk a lot about some ranchy stuff. Ugh. Go watch Chapter 9 of Bad Apple or lose my mind again. We never officially dated or committed to a relationship. We were young, we didn't understand that yet. But we admitted that we liked each other. I mean, to be fair, at that age, what would a date even look like? Can't go. You don't have the agency, the freedom, or the money to do anything. Don't worry about it, buddy. Albeit awkwardly at her god uncle's pizza place. But it was good to tell each other. He knows Mo. Of course he knows Mo. Man, everything seemed so perfect. I was so happy. For 3 years, we were happy. Until the economic recession hit. Until the Fire Nation attacked and the housing market crashed. My parents couldn't afford to keep us in Vocaldera. I mean, we didn't even live in an expensive house, but, like, man, they don't pay soldiers shit. It was too expensive for the amount they made. I was angry and upset when they told me we had to move in with my grandparents. We live on the other side of the country. They were taking me away from my friends, from the good life I had there. I'm impressed they live on the other side. I mean, I guess if you're in the military, that makes sense. Maybe you've probably moved out by this point. It's been a couple of years. Contracts are like, I think 4 years is a tour. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong. For the U.S. at least. From Lucy, from Nasa. Nasa was her when he heard the news, and Lucy. God, she cried for so long. It might have actually been because I stepped on her foot, because I'm really bad at this, but, you know, I like to imagine it was because of me. I had to run away from home to the playgrounds, where we would always play. You're missing a word there, buddy. We would always play it. I mean, I guess God, that's not great, though. I would just run away from home over to the playgrounds, where we would always play together. I don't know if saying playground play. Either the three of us or just Lucy and me. I never played with Nasser alone. I just didn't trust the guy. He always kept looking at my wallet. I don't know what it is. I'm not racist, but I sat alone on the old swing, thinking of every possible way of staying in Vocaldera Bluffs without running away or abandoning my parents. Abandoning your parents? What? They were lying to you for rent money? You despite my solitude, my thoughts got to me, and I cried. It wasn't fair. It wasn't right. Would it have been better if I was alone? No, he wouldn't. Because Lucy was there to remind me of that. I wiped my eyes frantically on my green hoodie. Man, this man's been green since he's been 10. Trying to put on a brave face for the girl I liked as she sat in the swing adjacent from me. Her eyes were puffy from crying, too. Dad keeps saying it's such a good thing that you're finally leaving this town and cleaning up the school, but man... Mine stung terribly, and my heart was as much of a mess as my head was. Anon. What am I gonna do, Lucy? I don't want to go. I don't want to leave. I think we're just fine now. I throw my hands up in exasperation. And now I have to go. I have to leave behind Nasser, your mom, your dad, school, and felt fresh tears drop onto my pants. I struggled to get the last thing to say out loud. But so freaking badly. You, Lucy. I have to leave you behind. I like how you start with Nasser, then the mom, and then dad, and then the school. Like, clearly showing that he does not like school. Dad, And Lucy gets last because she's the most important of all. She gets the last word. She nods, a single manly tear rolling down her face. Her amber gems reflective in the light. Why would they stop? Their eyeballs, wetted with tears that came before. Just like the big old anime globular eyes. I want to stay. I want to stay by your side forever. With Nasser, your parents, in this town. I love it here. This is our home. She sighed and continued to look at me. Fine, this isn't the roof. You can't just ignore me and pretend that solves the problem. That was a weird niche case, and everyone keeps misinterpreting it. Please say something. Beg to stay with me, please. I can't, Anon. What? I can't take you away from your family. They were there for you first before we were. Be unfair to them. That's such a childish way of thinking. Anon, they called dibs. I can't do anything. It's just unfair that this is happening. I stare at my legs. I'm so freaking frustrated. And I, for some reason, feel a bullet wound forming on one of my shins. Why? What will I do then? What will I do without you? What the hell? Hand armor design? Oh, that one. Let's see. She stands up. Oh, wait. What will I do then? What will I do without you? She stands up, walks in front of me, and pulls me off the swing, forcing me to stand. And I hate being the fucking man in this relationship, but you gotta man up. I was confused until she hugged me tightly. The wings wrapped around us like a blanket. Actually, it sort of reminded me of that time I dove into grandfather's grave for a kick. Mom and Dad were pretty pissed off, but the dirt was nice and warm. I guess it had been laying out in the sun for a few hours. A wing hug. I sobbed heavily into his shoulder. Wait a minute. Frank, why do you have 6 limbs? That's just weird, man. Like every other dinosaur has 4, but you have 6. What are you, a Dark Souls dinosaur? Dragon? I sobbed heavily into his shoulder as I held onto her tight. The grip around my waist was gentle, but manly, her own tears falling onto my shoulder as she laid her beak on top, rubbing my head into her own. After some time, she pulls away, directing my eyes to look into hers, a somber smile on her face. You will never be without me, Anon. Oh, God. She saw that in a fucking TV show. You know she got that from TV. Or from, like, whatever kids watch in the year of our Lord 2012. She takes a wing of hers and grabs a hold of long feathers. With a whine, she tugs on it hard and pulls it free, causing her to yelp in pain. I feel like this is too much. She's wincing and she's yelping. Keep it to one. Like, maybe she like, winces in preparation, and then the yelp is a separate thing. Like, this feels like it's a single reaction when it's not. The feather is clean of any blood. I mean, to be fair, that blood's gonna come out there. Ah, there it is. Holding it in her hand, she grabs my right hand with her other and presses the feather into my palm. Anon, promise me this when you come back. But Lucy! When? She reiterates loudly. Her wings flap behind. When you come back, you promise to me that you will return this feather to you. And when you do, we'll get married. Mama! Married? Listen, I'm just having fun imagining these kids being little idiots. It's great. She nods, a smile on her face as wide as it can be, which, considering that Snoot, that's a big-ass smile. Do you count the whole, like, Z-axis in that smile, or is it just, like, width-wise that matters? Because I want to be with you always, Anon. She managed to bring close to my face, planting a chaste, manly kiss on my lips. My first kiss with a girl! I know that this is not what this technically implies. I mean, I guess probably his mother, right? He's like, I kissed my mom and my dad goodnight once, you know. But this implies that him and Nasser might have made out. Anon, hold up. Is this where I have that fucking text box? No, I don't. Hold up. I kind of want this. Listen, okay. I kind of want to center. Whoa. Oh God, I almost made like a big mistake. Hallelujah all over this place. No, whoa, buddy. Oh, it's fit. No. I want you to fucking shrink it down until it fits, buddy. Why does it do that? Anon is not beating the allegations. Where's my Nasser fic? That's not just smut. My first kiss with a girl! I blush madly as she pulls away her O-face chair. I really like that Fang is the one to give the kiss. I'm not. Listen, don't be like this is another Safi is a raging feminist guy, okay? Because I'm not, for one. I just feel like with the amount of counter pressure there is, you might as well do it. The balance ain't shifting. But I just kind of like it because Anon clearly is like a little warbling, little softy. He's a little pudding boy. He would never do it. But by having Fang do it first, we can kind of let things, you know, I'm more accepting if he does it in the future. Because it's like someone else taught him to just take action sometimes. Because this is a lot. Fang is like, listen, I can't help you because I know how this works. Enough to know that I can't help you. And here's a feather. And then a kiss. It really is this strong moment of like Fang knows this sucks, and Fang clearly is like, we gotta do something. And this is all I can do. It's cute. I shake myself from my stupor and clutch the precious feather in my hand gently. I don't know if clutching something gently makes sense, because clutch to me always reads like a strong verb. To grab something tightly. Maybe that's the point. Maybe that is the point. Like, here's the thing. I normally say you shouldn't do contrasting stuff like that intentionally. But I'm going to give Swanfather the benefit of the doubt because he clearly knows more about English than the average fic writer who just kind of fucks around. I can see that it's intentional. It's like he holds it as tight as he can, but he's desperate not to damage it. Like, he doesn't want to let go, but he doesn't want to damage it either. That's cute. I can work with that. A piece of her that I will carry with me. Always. Oh boy. Oh no, it is smooching time. It is smooching time! What? Swanfather, you madman! You preempted me! And I didn't even see it coming! I promise, Lucy Aaron. I will come back for you. I don't know when, but please wait for me. It might be 100 bajillion years, because I'm like 5. I will never forget her look on her face, the smile she had and the reflection of her eyes, and the answer she gave me. I will, dweeb. I will. The day after that, I said my goodbyes with Nasser. Why not to Nasser? I said, or is it just like I guess it's more of a collective thing, so you are saying it all together. I said my goodbyes with Nasser, Lucy, and their parents. We will be welcome back in Volcadera any time, and they will be waiting with open arms. For some reason, their dad was like, don't come back too fast. I don't know what he meant with that. He was like, hey, take your time. Take your time. I don't get that, man. I just don't get him. It's very weird. I wish I could go back there soon. I fucking hate it here. I miss the people there. Oh, no, he hates the people here. I thought, I got my verbs. I hate the people here. I hate it here. I miss Lucy. Entry date, January 1st, 2020. So many 20s in like one just throw you off. Anyway, we got a whole little extra section, but we're doing this in one, baby. We're doing it in one. Setting my pen down to look at the window at the cold, grey, unforgiving skies of the Midwestern hellhole known as Rock Bottom. The name isn't a coincidence. Whose fucking idea was it to name it this? And again, it fits perfectly with how I feel. I want to leave this place now more than ever. The kids at school hate me for who I am, all because of what I believe. I believe that dinosaurs and humans can kiss. For some reason, they're like, that's impossible. This is what you think this is a post-racism society, Anon? And then a greaser always. That's always the point with the greaser shows up. He starts snapping his fingers and doing a musical number. I don't get it, man. I don't get the East Coast. Don't you dare touch my treasure. I grasped the small feather with my hand, had it preserved and fixed the barb into a necklace, so that I could carry her with me wherever I went. Oh, Anon, please. You're being a little sappy even for me. And I'm looking for sappy. And those bastards tried to bully me for it. He called me a scaly, a species traitor. They kept telling me that I had a fursuit in my house. That I hugged an alligator plush every time I go to bed. I grit my teeth. A blood mix. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Like species trader, Blood mixer is where you start kind of going places with it. Fuck them. Fuck all the humans in this town, except my parents. Well, specifically my dad. My mom doesn't apply. She's a monkey. So, I forgot about this, but I remember, yeah, his mom is actually a monkey. And I kind of like that. It's cute. Because the way it is, like, Inko's parents we don't see, Anon's parents we don't see. But we do see Spears, and we do see Coach Solly. So, like, a lot of humans, we've seen quite a few humans that are not normal. Now, one slight problem. Simians are monkeys. And I got a slight problem for you. Oh, no, wait. Simians are not monkeys? Oh, containing all animals traditionally called monkeys and apes. Okay, so it doesn't include apes. Okay, fair enough. Then it works. The primary problem I would have had with that is that humans aren't monkeys, and it would be kind of weird. But, on the other hand, dinosaurs are a very broad spectrum of things. So it's kind of fair to give humanity a bit of a broader spectrum. I'd actually like it if some humans just had tails. Just go with, like, some humans are part with monkeys. Like, dinosaurs are a giant swath of things, if you really do the math. They're a clade, for fuck's sake. No, wait, clade... God, I forgot. I need to brush up on my taxonomy, on how they actually regard this stuff. But the point is, I'm fine with it. I closed the diary as I heard a knock on my door. Is this where Meg got her tail from? From Family Guy? Come in! Oh. Could Anon have gone Super Saiyan? It's my mother. A tail? Oh, she does have a tail. Anon, why can't you have a tail? My tail hanging low with a concerned look on her face. Her black and brown eyes staring back at me with motherly patience. Oh, she has straight up monkey eyes. Why are they black? Nani, are you feeling okay? No, not really. Despite having to live with our grandparents for years, I do feel like this chapter probably could have just ended right here. This little epilogue, But that's a high-level structural problem, and you know what? I'm glad that, like, the low-level stuff just works. As I've always said, if my problems are more with your high-level structural stuff, if that's what I'm complaining about, it means everything below is good. Consider that a good grade. You've already gotten out of the pack. And I'm already having fun. Not a house to live in. A decent neighborhood. Thank God it wasn't anything as bad as Skid Row was back at Vocaldera. I had all sorts of horror stories from Mr. Aaron. He kept telling me I'd live there one day, and that while I'd lived there, I turned into a real, ripe human criminal. He kept telling me that I would become a super predator, whatever that was. She looks towards the necklace I'm thumbing and smiles. Thinking about Lucy again, huh? Always. She never left me, Mom. I can't stop thinking about a girl I met 7 years ago. She sits down on the bed next to mine. Dad must be at work right now. She places a gentle hand on my knee. I'm glad she's not beating me up like always. They said things about you, didn't they? It's constant, Mom. I'm belittled by other humans like me because I like a terror woman. And the dinosaurs hate me because, you know, I'm diluting the gene pool. Like, everyone hates me. It's like you kind of get the worst of both worlds when you both... And then she's like, yeah, Anon, that's kind of how mixed race tends to come across. Oh, God, we're going to have to... She just slowly reaches over to a little green book. Gonna have to talk about this, buddy. All because I like a tarot woman. They're all so freaking off. This is cute. Listen, I complain about this in Ghost Snoot because they kind of overdo it. I like it here because he's talking to his mom! And I can't even go back now. I'm gonna get killed if I go back to that school. Teachers do nothing. The principal's useless. I'm literally fucked. What happened in specific? Or is it just like I've had enough? Anon! Language, I get it and I understand, but... I'm sorry, Mom. She takes a hand and cups my cheek. Hey. Hey? I feel like a mom would just go to, I know. You're frustrated, and I get it. That's why your father had it. I feel like Hay's a little too business casual for her mother. I look towards her. What, move schools? Like that would do anything good in this town? You're right about moving schools, Anon, but I never mentioned where. Her toe thumps on the bed as she sighs. Oh, she's excited. She got the good news. Do you remember John Spears? Really? I mean, admittedly, that's fucking great. I love how just low effort it is. That's why everyone calls him Spears, because calling him John just doesn't sit right. Him and his wife are our friends, back from when we attended high school in Volcaldera. Yeah, I remember that. Big guy, glasses, the really greasy hair he just never washed. Yep, that would be him. I got into contact with him not so long ago and asked him if he had a room for you at the school he oversees, and he does. You mean? Yeah, he'll be going to Volcano High in Volcaldera Bluffs and on. Home! My hometown. Wait. She said you. Your dad aren't coming with me on with this, are you? She shakes her head. We can't, Anon. Can't, Nani. We want to move out of this. Jesus Christ, she just thrown the hell word. Oh, Mom, don't be like that. We want to move out of this heck hole too and go back to Dinofornia. I would love it if Anon's like language and she puts money in a jar. That'd be the fucking ace in the hole for like, oh, that's cute. But it might be a bit too much. I don't know. But the mortgage hasn't been paid off yet on this house, and we need more time. I think it'll do you good on your own there. We found you an apartment just outside of Skin Row, 10 minutes from school. We'll pay a year's worth of rent and have money for you to pay your own food. She chokes back a sob. All we need for you is to do well at school and find a career that makes you happy. We'll support you any way we can. We'll talk more about it when your dad gets home, but... Gosh, I really don't want you to go. It's like Lucy all over again, but now it's my mom and my dad. I wrap my arms tightly around my mom and let her sob into my shoulder. Fang told me that you have to be manly. I can't believe a woman taught me that, but admittedly, she was right. And you know what? Fuck it. We live in an age where women can be manly too. And she's like, Anon, for fuck's sake, you don't sound enlightened when you say it like that. Ugh. Tail wraps around my back. Hell yeah, baby, we got tail hugs! As she lets out her feelings. I laid my chin on her shoulder. Distance won't matter, Mom. I'll be one call away. You know I always love you, right? It's just a plane ride. 25 hours. You'll call us once a week at least. Of course. She pulls away, wiping her eyes with a somber smile on her face. Oh, thank you, Nana. You're such a sweetheart. I looked down at my necklace and touched the soft, well-preserved feather. I'm surprised that thing hasn't worn out, because if it's against your chest, doesn't it, like, rub back and forth again? Like, I guess if you... How did he describe it again? He had it preserved, so I guess it's like it's some kind of resin, maybe? Or, like, lacquered? I don't know. You get to see her again. You want to, don't you? And when you're done, you can just go back home, she asks, a knowing smile on her face. I've always wanted to. Never expected it'd be like this. I thought you'd come. Dad could talk to her dad, and they can have arguments about... What was it called again? Drug use statistics. Yeah, they love talking about that. They always started talking so loudly. Oh my god, Anon, you're so stupid. Everything happens for a reason, and sometimes it's for reasons we don't fully understand or will never understand. Like it turns out that your girlfriend is a guy now and has been on T for 17 years. But I saw her like 8 years ago. How did that happen? And on some things we just never understand. Like causality. And the linear nature of time as we were told by the corporate government. I call it fate. Because I made her a promise, and by Raptor Jesus, I'm going to fulfill it. Well, Raptor Jesus, wouldn't be too happy if you talk about fate, Anna. You're supposed to have free will under the mysterious plans of God. Oh, shut up, Mom. Promise? What'd you promise, Lucy, dear? My face grows hot and gains a new shade of red as I try to look away. My mom's face contorted to a shit-eating grin. Mom, get out of my toilet. Ooh, you promised her very special, didn't you? She then dramatically swoons, one arm over her eyes. Oh, god damn it. It's the fucking swoon. Yeah! Oh, Lucy, I'll come back for you and then we'll get married. A puff from my cheeks, across my arms. I'm 17 years old, but... Why is that so accurate? Mom then looks back at me and laughs. Oh my goodness, just like a soap opera. So cute. You were 10, dear. It's fine. I really feel like she should say, like, Anna, you were 10. It's fine. She sighs, a smile still unwavering. For real, though, Anani, I think this is wonderful. She's a good girl. But don't forget how much time has passed since you last saw her. She might be dating her own kind, you know. She might be keeping it in the family, even. Why'd you have to say it like that? Things can change, and people too. Just be careful, okay? Okay, Mom, I will. She stands up, unlatching a tail from around me, and leaves the room. I was worried. Usually she forgets to do that, and I just get dragged across the floor. As soon as I know she's far enough away, I fall backwards about to scream in my pillow with unrestrained joy. I am the girl! I am the girl! Also, can I point out, Anon hasn't mentioned shitposting online once. So we might be dealing with a very different Anon, and I'm on board for that. I get to go back and see her again. I clutch the necklace tight, letting more tears fall. I need a green text today. I need to post a green text today, sorry. 4chan is not going to believe it. This shit only happens in movies and dreams, and I thank God I'm not dreaming. This is cute. I don't know what to tell you, man. Oh shit, there's a little extra. Fuck. There's more. That's the wrong one, Seffi. January 5th. Wasn't the first one January 1st? Motherfucker moved in 4 days. I'm writing another entry again today. The date is January 5th, and I'm fully moved into my new apartment in Caldera Bluffs. My parents and I made a cross-country trip in a day and a half with little stuff I had. I was able to unpack quickly and get settled. The apartment is decent, made for 1, maybe 2 people, and a single bathroom, kitchenette with a medium-sized fridge and freezer combo, and a main room that could be considered a living room, and a large closet for storage, and clothes, and a small side room to act as my bedroom. Oh, this isn't the same room then. Yeah, because his original room was 1. This is very much like... Can I point out I kind of like that? Because he isn't in Skin Row, so he isn't in a different apartment, so you might as well make it a different building. I kind of like that he has like an actual bedroom now. I mean, the other one definitely felt like he was just making do. I guess it's a little more expensive. Like, these guys are paying off a mortgage. I guess if they're close to it, because that's kind of how it sounds like they're almost done with it, or at least past halfway. What I'm thinking about is, normally I'd complain, right, No one describes their fucking apartment like this. No one just goes about and goes, "This is my apartment." But Anon's writing in a journal, and he's not giving someone a tour, which is a good way to do it, or just walking around his apartment normally, so it's organic that he would see everything. No, he's describing his apartment because it's a journal. He intends to read this later and go, "Ah, that's what my house looked like." You know, it makes sense for him to write it out descriptively so that he, future him, would remember things better. At least it's not like those shithole apartments I heard about at Skin Row. God only knows how badly that would have been to go from there to high school. I can't imagine it. I get mugged at least two times before the end of the month. Despite it being January, the weather is fantastic. Oh, so this is a guy who does believe that it's actually California, with proper tropical weather. Good enough for my soft green hoodie. Typical clean white shirt and jeans combo. Man, you are just basic. OG Anon had an interesting color of jeans and like a light green shirt. We're going fucking straight as hell. Sorry, straight as heck. Sorry, Anon's mom. I might go around town today and see what's changed because I used to mess around again. So if humans are like you're a mixed blood mixer, or like a race trader, are there fringe groups that are also specific about species within the two clades? Because there's the dinosaur clade and the human clade. I don't think we have any further subdivisions. So if a simian and a simian get, that's better than if a simian and a human or an ape do it. Like, how strict is it if a pterodon and a triceratops, is that okay? Like, I can imagine those fringe groups exist, but I wonder like how mainstream such ideas are. I guess in larger metropolitan cities, because of how diverse populations is, it's probably dropped off a lot after the urbanization of the Industrial Revolution and stuff, but before that, I could definitely see like highly racialized villages. You know. But that's world building that Swanfather doesn't have to bother with at all. Where were we? I got to see my surroundings again. I feel terrible for leaving my parents back in rock bottom, but Dad was supportive of my decision, and he trusts my judgment enough to leave me here alone in the apartment. And of course, I could always talk to Principal Spears at school, or the Aaronses, once I get in contact with them again. I wonder how they're doing. I hope Mr. Aaron is staying safe with his job on the police force. Maybe Mrs. Aaron is baking some new recipes. And Nasser, I wonder if he's still the same dork I remember him being. And Lucy, God, I'm excited to see her again. I have so much to tell her. So much to ask about. So much to see, so much to do, so much to see, so much to do. So what's wrong with taking the back street? Well, I got mugged in Skin Row, so I guess that's what's wrong with it. Oh, Lucy, I'm so excited to see you again. I owe her a lot of hugs and a feather and interest. So much interest. I stole 10 cents. Pretty sure that's $100 now. I'm actually. What is the interest of? Let's say that Lucy's a fucking bitch and she's charging like she's charging 20% interest. So 1 year is that. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, no. 10 cents would have been like 40 cents. I can't believe I have to pay her 2 quarters. My God. I want my 8 cents back, by the way. Actually, my 7 cents. That's a nickel and 2 cents. Am I right, more? Am I not? We'll see how I feel. Closing the diary, place it back in the drawer, and on my desk, and turn off my computer screen. Why was your computer turned on? You were writing in your diary, man. Because tomorrow is my first day at Volcano High. I'm gonna see Nasser again. I'm gonna see Lucy, and I'm gonna fulfill all promise. God diddly hang it. Okay, so gonna get right off the bat. How about we just not no sugarcoating? Wow, I'm hype. I'm hype. The English is good. The structure is good. My complaints are meh. But like, we got a distinct Anon. We got a distinct mom. We got a sense that his parents are good guys. Everyone feels like good guys, which means that when they catch up, there's more potential for friction that makes us go, "Oh, please make up." There's more potential for Trish and Reed to actually be fucking shit up because there's more for Anon to claw. There's a past for him to claw for, but he can never have that. I feel like a good way to do this stuff is Anon can never go to the past he remembers. He can only make a new future. You know. So anyway, so much to see, so much to do, so much to see. So this chapter, by the way, can I point something out? 91,000 words, 18 chapters. Swanfather does do some fics with 10,000 word chapters, but I noticed that in quite a few of them he does less than that, 5,000 sometimes. And Swanfather, as a man who is sick and fucking tired of fics that are dramatically overwritten and just don't shut the hell up, I love you. I love you for your efforts. It's incredible. Oh shit, That didn't work. That can't be good. So much to see, so much to do, so what's wrong with taking the back street, boys? Oh yeah, this chapter, this is gonna be so breezy, man. We're just gonna go places, meet people, shake hands, baby. Okay, so the end is they just hug. So who knows? I am perfectly okay if the bad stuff happens later. But what a fantastic chapter one. Thank you, Swan Father. May I say it's I'm happy to be here. You seem like you know what you're doing. Which I listen. I just said Anon. You can't say it like that because that implies bad stuff. We've been through a lot of bad fics. Okay, I've suffered. I have gotten mad and I felt guilt and shame over how I acted, and like a hypocrite too. So all I can say is I'm glad to be reading something where I can just turn all that shit off and enjoy myself and give and be like, listen, man, this would be interesting and that'd be interesting. And just talk ideas, just talk shop, man. Oh, Swanfather, if you can keep this up for just just 5 chapters, you get a hot you are owed one high five from the Bank of Safi. Thank you. What a great way to start. What a fantastic next chapter, chapter 2, Homecoming, starting Jan 6th, because I imagine it's not supposed to be the reference, but we all know that that's when the original game starts. So why change it? Why change everything? It does start off with a quality shitpost on 4chan, which is fine. I like that it's just like a cute little mention. Warm a cup of coffee, bowl of cereal. Anna, you're so well adjusted. I wish you had hair I could ruffle. I gotta watch my swearing, or Anon's mom is gonna make me put quarters in the jar.